Imagine waking up one morning and the world as you know it has changed. The safety nets you've come to rely on have all started slipping away. The financial strain that's looming isn't just an individual burden anymore. It's a societal crisis, and it's about to get very real. Look, the future isn't looking at all that bright, is it? Reports are piling up, experts are signaling the same warning. We're on shaky ground. With inflation eating away at savings, debt levels at all-time highs, and industries from tech to retail shedding jobs by the thousands, the American dream feels more fragile than ever. Many have started to stock up on essentials, storing away canned food, batteries, and water, preparing for the unknown. But here's the truth. Supplies alone won't get you through if things really take a turn for the worse. In fact, they're just a small piece of the survival puzzle. When services disappear and cash loses its power, what will matter most are skills. The life skills we're about to discuss today. Now, skills that could make the difference between struggling and surviving. Now, let's be very clear about this. This isn't about building a wilderness shelter or making a campfire in the woods. We're talking about the skills that will help you survive from within your own home. We're talking about a scenario where the utilities might fail you, where the nearest hospital isn't an option, where food prices skyrocket to the point of unaffordability. It's about self-sufficiency in a reality where basic services are luxuries and where being prepared means having the skills to adapt. If hard times are indeed on the horizon, and the numbers suggest they are, then these skills are the lifelines you will need. They're the skills that once kept communities resilient in the darkest days of economic depression, civil and global conflicts. It might sound extreme, but you're not preparing. You're betting on a future that may not arrive. So let's dive in and see what's truly needed to face hard times head on. First of all, animal care. Now, vet bills can quickly drain resources, with the average visit costing $800 in 2024. Learning basic animal care for pets and livestock, like treating minor injuries or assisting with births, could save money and lives. Dr. John Bradshaw, an anthrozoologist, once noted, in times of economic downturn, we see a spike in pet abandonment due to costs. Knowing how to care for animals could make that unnecessary. This skill will help you keep your animals healthy without constant vet trips, ensuring a sustainable supply of food or companionship when times do get tough. 2. Bartering. Now, in a scenario where cash loses value, bartering may become your only option. Knowing the worth of essentials is very important to avoid bad trades. During times of crises, common goods become invaluable. That's why you should learn to negotiate patiently, assess value, and barter wisely. It's a skill that can help you secure necessary resources without relying on currency. 3. Basic electrical repair. Now, handling minor electrical repairs like changing outlets or fixing light switches can become a priceless skill to have. In some cases, repairs are easy, but prevent hazards. With professional help potentially unavailable, a basic understanding of electrical work will keep your home safer. As the National Safety Council advises, electrical knowledge prevents small issues from becoming dangerous problems. 4. Carpentry. Now, all households often need some repairs, making basic carpentry skills crucial. From building a sturdy animal shelter to fixing fences, knowing how to construct simple, durable structures can save you from disaster. Now, you don't need to be a professional, but mastering the basics could protect you from the weather and secure your resources when outside help is not an option. 5. Changing a tire. During an emergency, roadside assistance may not be available. Learning to change a tire is going to be the difference between staying stranded and reaching safety. Keep gloves in your vehicle for easier handling. This straightforward skill can offer mobility and self-reliance even when external services fail to come to your rescue. Chopping wood. Electricity outages have been happening more frequently in the US, haven't they? But if you can chop some wood, you'll be able to cook and heat your home during blackouts and power grid failures. Using the right axe and selecting proper firewood saves time and energy. Certain woods burn harder, while others are perfect for cooking. Mastering this skill is key for warmth and remaining well-fed and self-reliant, no matter how harsh the winter becomes. 7. Cleaning without electricity. Well, a clean home is, of course, an important step to keep your health in check. Without electricity, washing dishes with minimal water, sweeping thoroughly, and even beating carpets by hand may be challenging, but totally feasible. Manual carpet sweepers or solar-charged handheld vacuums can help. When modern conveniences get out of reach, these cleaning techniques will reduce health risks from dust and allergens in tight quarters. 8. Community building. A strong community is a lifeline. Identify skills within your network now. Trade your expertise for others' strengths. Community resilience is key in times of crisis. What can you offer? What can they do for you? Building alliances isn't about friendship alone. It's about forming mutual support systems. You lean on others' abilities and you maximize resources together. 9. Cooking from scratch. Packaged foods are typically the first to disappear from store shelves after any emergency hits. For that reason, learning how to cook from scratch is an invaluable skill. You can start by collecting physical cookbooks and practicing bread, pasta, and sauce recipes. This not only is more cost-effective, but also results in more nutritious meals for you. 10. Cooking without electricity. Now, cooking over an open fire or using a camp stove requires patience. It's not as simple as using a modern stove. You need to control heat very carefully. Cast iron and Dutch ovens are your best tools for doing this. Start doing it before a disaster occurs to avoid wasting food later. This skill could be the key to consistent meals if gas and electricity become luxuries. 11. Fire starting. There are various methods for starting a fire, including matches, lighters, flint, and steel, but each technique has a learning curve, meaning practice is key. This skill can save lives in freezing weather or allow you to cook when power is out, making it one of the most fundamental survival skills. 12. First aid skills. Yep, knowing how to take care of wounds, injuries, and burns could be absolutely vital during hard times. A well-stocked first aid kit with items like bandages, slings, antiseptic solution can make home care manageable. Consider natural remedies. Keep a first aid manual handy, and this skill can prevent minor injuries from escalating. Dr. L. Sanders, a survival expert, notes, simple first aid knowledge could mean the difference between a recovery and a costly complication. 13. Fishing. Fishing can be a lifesaver, but it's about efficiency, not luck. Learn to craft fish nets or fish baskets to catch multiple fish and understand the best baits for your area. In survival situations, a single fishing rod wastes precious time. Skill and knowledge turn fishing into a reliable food source, not a gamble, especially when your family's meals are at stake. 14. Food preservation. Preserving food prevents waste and scarcity during challenging periods. Ancient techniques like drying, smoking, and canning can keep meat, dairy, and produce edible longer. Research dry canning and DIY dehydrators for fruits and vegetables. Now, this skill was essential for centuries before electricity was around. So, if you want to have a stable food supply to feed your family during long periods of uncertainty, you should start practicing now. 15. Gardening. Growing your food is one of the most empowering skills you can have. Learning about natural fertilizers, pesticides, companion planting makes your garden much more productive. Did you know during the 1940s, victory gardens supplied nearly 40% of all the produce in the U.S. required. A well-maintained garden provides fresh fruits and vegetables, reducing reliance on grocery stores when access to food becomes unpredictable. 16. Getting around without a car. Relying on cars may not be an option. Fuel could become scarce or unaffordable. Building endurance through walking and biking gives you options when mobility is necessary. Start walking longer distances now. It's about survival fitness, not aesthetics. Getting in shape could mean the difference between staying isolated and accessing essential resources when transportation is limited. 17. Herbal medicine. In a crisis, pharmaceutical supplies may run out. Herbal medicine could be the answer, and knowledge like using plants for first aid or simple ailments can be extremely beneficial. Study about common plants with medicinal properties like aloe for burns or willow bark for pain. This skill provides alternative options for managing health at home. 18. Home security. High-tech security systems are unreliable when there's a power outage, but there are simple ways to secure your home. Deadbolts, sturdy locks, makeshift alarms like tin cans on doors create basic protection. DIY security can give you peace of mind when you can't count on external help. In that way, you'll be prepared to protect your home from potential intrusions when the electric grid is out. 19. How to read a map. Without GPS, navigating becomes a challenge. Map reading is a lost skill that can keep you off main roads, guide you through tricky terrain, and help you locate water sources. Maps reveal details about elevation, rivers, and even land types. Learning to read them now ensures you're prepared if technology fails and you need to chart your own path. 20. Home repair. Small repairs like rehanging a door or covering a broken window with plywood. Simple but essential. Tool knowledge will help you tackle tasks you'd usually outsource. Even simple electrical fixes like replacing an outlet can be a lifesaver in times when hiring a professional isn't an option. 21. Hunting. In hard times, knowing how to hunt is one of the best ways to guarantee a sustainable supply of protein. Tracking animals using a bow and setting traps reduce dependency on guns and probably scarce ammunition. Hunting requires skill and patience, of course. You need to acquire experience in order to make hunting a reliable food source if stores and resources are no longer accessible. 22. Knife sharpening. A dull knife is dangerous and ineffective. Sharpening knives ensures you have reliable tools for food prep, hunting, and basic tasks. Knife sharpening stones are affordable and easy to use with practice. 23. Laundry without electricity. Washing clothes by hand may become necessary without power. 5-gallon bucket and plunger or hand crank washer can simplify the process. Washboards are another handy tool, and clotheslines or drying racks make drying easy. Keeping clothes clean the old-fashioned way will ensure you stay hygienic even when modern appliances aren't working. 24. Mechanical skills. Performing basic vehicle maintenance like changing oil, brakes, and even doing tune-ups can save you from needing expensive mechanic services. These skills are not hard to learn, but many people overlook them when professionals are easy to find. Learn these skills now. 25. Plumbing. Plumbers are costly and availability could be limited in hard times. Plumbing skills like snaking a drain or replacing pipes can be learned. It's not glamorous, but it's important. Learn to handle clogs in sinks or toilets and tackle minor repairs. Understanding these tasks could save you significant money and hassle when plumbing services are out of reach or unaffordable. 26. Recycling. Garbage services can become intermittent or very costly. That's why recycling skills are very useful. Compost food scraps for gardening and reuse containers for water storage or for food. Instead of throwing things away, find creative uses. Plastic bottles, jars, or cans can become valuable storage or even makeshift tools. Efficient recycling makes the most of what you already have. 27. Resource management. Difficult economic times make rationing a survival skill. Learning to stretch supplies, plan meals efficiently, and find substitutes can help you get by with less. Dr. Rebecca Miles, an expert in resource management, notes, waste is invisible until resources dwindle. Get used to maximizing ingredients and planning carefully to make what you have last longer. 28. Sewing. Sewing by hand or with a machine allows you to repair or alter clothes as needed. Simple stitches can fix holes, while pattern knowledge lets you repurpose old fabrics into useful items. In tough periods, mending what you have is often more realistic than buying new. 29. Solar power basics. A basic solar setup can charge essential devices or small appliances. Learning about solar panels, batteries, and inverters can help you create a small power source for those emergencies. Even a portable solar charger for phones or lanterns can keep you connected and prepared. 30. Water sourcing. Water systems are prone to failures, so finding natural water sources is absolutely vital. We need water to survive. Locating streams, springs, or even groundwater in your area can save lives. Find out now. Familiarize yourself with safe ways to collect rainwater and methods to transport it safely and to keep it clean. Every skill on this list empowers you to face challenges head-on, to be self-reliant, and to navigate a world that's shifting in very unpredictable ways. So don't wait. Start learning, practicing, and building your resilience today. And I mean today. Begin with just one skill, master it, then move to the next. Now, if this list has been helpful to you, please subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any updates. So share this video with anyone who might benefit, because in the end, preparedness is something we can all share. Thank you very much for watching.